Good morning, guys. Hi, Ramil. Hello. By the way, Ramil, thank you so much for the membership gift. Much appreciated. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Susanna. Hi, Ancient. Hi, Kush. Hi, Engine. This came out of no... Wait, what? I always stream on... I always stream on Sundays, or most times. I think sometimes viewers don't get my notifications or whatever because I don't turn on all the notifications. So when I stream, they don't get notified. I had this happened a couple of months ago. Someone was like, "You finally uploaded a video. I haven't seen a video in like 2 months." And I'm like, "What? 2 months?" I had like released content every single day and like live streamed for like the past 2 months that they mentioned. And I'm like, "Did you turn on channel notifications?" And I'm like, this was like the last video I released, and I just showed them like yesterday or the day before. Okay, anyways, oh, you're gonna notice I have the Ultimate Aries. I'm gonna do a video on this too. But tomorrow there's gonna be a video covering my the baby account. A lot have been asking about that. Did I get the Oxminos and stuff? So we're gonna be doing that for tomorrow. Yeah, Maji, I posted it in the Discord chat. I was like, wait until Maji sees this. Ramil, you're gonna get slapped. Hi, Wipeout. Hi, Nishan. Hi, Alpha. Earlier today, yeah. I think sometimes I stream at like 10 and I had it at like 9:45 or whatever. But, you know, if I'm ready, I just start. And it's better actually for me to start early because that way when I get the stream out of the way, I can start editing my video for like tomorrow. Because most times I haven't edited the video yet. So yeah, that takes some time. And also I need to start recording for like Tuesday. Its resistance needs to be 40%. Are you crazy? It's kind of funny because what you mentioned was what the Kepri was roughly at, although and then some, because I don't recall it having that much resistance. But yeah. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Harpy. Quite a few players have been asking me about this build. I have no idea. I haven't actually run any games, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out. We've got the Cestus, we've got the Labrys on here. So let me just show the, I guess, the stats. So let's see, 500 meter range, 5-second reload time. We have effect accumulation, which means actually, I wonder if I should try this out with paralysis. Usually when there's quite a bit of effect accumulation, I will try things like paralysis in order to lock players down. It kind of accelerates the process. We did the Labrys, right? Yeah. There we go. I've got 2 nuclear amplifiers on here. The reason why I run like 2 like this, especially if it's like a range build, is just so I can maximize that damage as quickly as possible. Maximizing the damage, meaning I'm trying to build up the 95 stacks. So the way that this works is the more damage you do, it basically stacks up. So you have 95 stacks being the limit. So if I have 2 of these, it doesn't mean like 95 doubled up. All it means is I'm going to get to this limit quicker. So by having double, I get to that limit quicker. I maximize that extra damage. I think it's 76% additional damage. Oh, you know what I should try? Let's just use that instead. We've got the Shy on here, which means I have a double last stand on this thing. Let's see what skills we got there. When will the ultimate rook be released? Let's hope not anytime soon. Because they've only focused on robots and weapons right now. So we don't have the Titans. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they take that route, in all honesty. Because, you know, once they start with robots, like you notice with like Titans, we have Titan pilots now. What's going to be next? Like modules? Thank you, Ramil, for gifting another membership. So it looks like Nad Ramar. Congrats. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the build we are going to run. Sometimes I run two of the same builds if I'm trying to get as much footage, but because it's a live stream, I'm not going to do that. Also, I don't think I want two of these in my hangar. I'll show you what I have for the Ares very quickly here. But I will be doing a separate video on this, so that's going to be coming up probably this week. Also, there's a good chance that maybe next weekend, there's a good possibility there might be a giveaway. Okay, so the person that I usually deal with, I think they're supposed to be back this week, which means I may get approval on that. Hi Vitesh. I'm not doing any War Robot Frontier content at this point. There just wasn't enough interest. Have I tried the new the test server with the new weapons? I have, and I actually did put out a video on that. Was it about 2 weeks ago? I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I did do that. Okay. Oh jeez, I don't know if I want to start with this. Do I? Okay, we'll start with it. Although this is not a beacon runner, so yeah. I think I'd rather prefer not to start with a Harpy. Uh-oh. Oh no, 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 no. Why did that guy move from this side? Oh shoot. Okay, that's actually not good. My teammate should have actually stayed here. So the thing is, I can't really go into flight. I mean, I could, but I don't really want to do that at this point because I have this beacon. I have it white. So the Harpy is not a beacon holder. Oh, you know what? I think I should have maybe just started with the links. Yeah, we wanna go on. We wanna get here quickly. No. Oh. Yeah, well, you know what? We are getting this beacon back. We shouldn't all chase him, just in case. It actually looks like it does decent damage, though, that Harpy build. But again, you know, you need to sometimes hold on beacons. It's not good at doing that. Guy's being very sneaky here. He's gonna go into ball mode. He's hoping that I would leave the beacon, but the thing is I don't. I'm not one of those players. It's not gonna happen, pal. There's one thing I don't do is give up beacons. Not like that. I might have to drop in with that Luchador because they kind of in our spawn there. Let's try to get this beacon here. So you see what I'm doing? I don't know if you guys caught the last live stream that I did. One of the things is I use psychology and I will rush at a player even though I might have weaker bots. And by nature, many of them back up. And when they back up, that's when I take their beacon right from them. Even though they could have killed me. He's dead. Wait, how? Three Luchadors. Good luck, pal. That's a lot of Luchadors. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think what's more terrifying right now isn't like the Rook. I know the Rook you can heal all the way back up, but you could technically do that with a Luchador too. I think running into a squad with all Luchadors might be more terrifying at this point. Hello. Okay, I think I need to start maybe with like links first. Yeah, that Harpy build, starting with that, I mean, I guess it works. If it was domination mode, it probably works. By starting first, but not Beacon Rush. Beacon Rush, you need to get your beacons first. And 2 Luchadors. I think we had 3 there, right? By the right side. I think there were 3 of us. The Luchador has so much... it has so much health. If you have the right modules on it and like a pilot. So you have all that health, you have the healing, you have the reflector shield to deal with. Has it received a nerf? Yes, I believe it has actually. I think the nerf was, if I remember correctly, didn't they nerf like the resistance or something for the shield? Wait a minute, why are these guys destroying already? What's going on? I gotta be careful of this guy. So they got a Crisis Reaper here. Yep, he had to fire sooner or later. Take out that one. Come on, knock a weapon off at least. Ah. So that whole time my team could have gone to center, but they didn't. They're going now, but like red team can ditch. Well, if they were smart enough, they would have ditched. They didn't. Come on, get it. Thank you. I have to hold this beacon down. I can't give up the beacon. We have center. My team needs to get here quick. There's no ways I'm going in flight. Okay, now we go into flight. Ooh. I'm gonna lose the center. We have no one there. I just realized I'm going up against eyes. I know what you're doing, guys. He's trying to get me to charge him up. I think we're down 2 players already. I don't know what's going on here. I don't think we're going to be able to get into a center, to be honest. I'm trying to see if I can move a little bit closer here, but yeah, we're down on players already. We only have 3 players. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? I don't know if I can use my ability. No, I wasn't able to. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh jeez. Facing 2 different titans. This Rook's like, what the heck? This Luchador just doesn't die. And I have the whole team shooting me. Oh my gosh, we actually got that beacon from them. Wow. That is crazy. That Rook was like looking around. He's like, is this supposed to happen? Yes, it is. We were down a player. Well, actually, I think we might have been down 2 players. I don't know. That game was weird. Thank you, Brian, for being a member for 57 months. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, man, the Luchador is more terrifying. I think Rook is terrifying, but I think Luchador might be worse. Because there's like a secret behind it. I wonder how that's going to translate later on. Because they are, like, we're expecting to get changes to, like, motherships. I think, like, turrets or something. We're testing it right now. So, yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to affect things. It might even go in favor of the Luchador, to be honest. Even more so. Which is crazy to think. Hi, Robert. Looks like we're going up against a squad here. Yeah, you thought you were gonna kill us all. Guys, I need someone to get that beacon there. Shoot. Can't do this all alone. There we go. We've got face bat. Gotta sit on your beacons, guys. You can't sit back like that if you want to get spawn raided. Yeah. I also can't help you by dropping in if they got the beacon. Sorry to spoil your party. I didn't go into flight because if I go into flight, I give up this beacon. Maybe now I can do it? Nope, I'm not. Wish my teammates would be here to help me out. I'm gonna lose this Harpy. I'm gonna die to the crisis. There's a crisis that's behind me. Oh shoot. Well, not just one crisis, there's many crises. Oh, I can't drop in. Guys, you gotta sit on your beacons, man. I can't drop in. I just realized I have a Vox player on my team. That's gonna help a bit. At least he understands beacons. Matt, I need to get through. I need to get through, dude. I'm gonna try to blind them. There's one. There's another one. I'm gonna see if I can try to get this beacon here. We've only got one beacon. They might drop in over here. One player's not dropped in yet. Yeah, you can shoot me all you want. Thank you for your beacon. Can I get to this side, maybe? Oh, shoot, we gave up that side. Well, I guess that's gonna be game, because I can't... Yeah, they have a rook here now. Is he gonna drop a Titan here? He might still have a Titan, actually. Come on. I can't do it because I'm all by myself now. Oh jeez. Yep, I'm dead. Hey Rock, you want that Ares so bad? It's okay. I mean, definitely not for like the price. I don't know how much it cost to get it. I know we had to do like leaderboard tasks or something. But the grind for it apparently is crazy. 10 beacons. We were down a player too. Well, yeah, looks like 2 Vox players. 10 beacons, 4 beacons. This guy didn't even drop in. Or he dropped in and he crashed. I don't know what happened there. Looks like a typical game of yours. 2 versus... Yeah. I think the players, you know... I think the culture has changed where players, when they see that they're gonna lose, they don't really fight. They just give up. Because I see the same thing even in Fortnite. You know, when players lose... like, they just ditch their teammates. I think it's more the culture. But it's still effective in your opinion? Yeah, it depends on how you drop, like where you drop it in. It's still very deadly. I don't know why players are complaining about it. Like, you can still make it work. It's like any other bot, you know, that has gone through a rebalance. I get it. You thought I wasn't gonna go after you, pal. No, you're the first guy that I'm gonna kill. Now I think I've angered them. Something has to go. this guy here. I may not be able to kill this guy though. Oh, I was trying to hug the wall. We took out 2 of them though. That was worth it. Got him. Just had to use a little bit of strategy. We got him. He's gonna drop in here though. Well, actually, wait. Am I playing domination? I think I'm playing domination. You know what? That Harpy build's pretty strong, but I don't think it's one that I would run in Champion League. I think maybe up to like Expert League, it might be okay. Where do you think you're going, dude? We gotta get this beacon quickly. Ooh, I may not survive this here. Whoa! Oh, come on, for real? Thank you, Rock. Is that sneaky? Yes, it is. I was trying to think of a name that I could use for the live stream. I actually wanted it to ooh, these guys, look at this. I wanted to pick a name that was kind of tied to the Harpy, but I couldn't think of one, so I was like, ah, sneaky, that will work. Funny thing is, there's actually someone who had that name. Using sonic weapons on this Skyros because Titan weapons actually do a lot of damage to Skyros. Anything with like high resistance. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yep. Does he have a Titan? This Luchador is just ridiculous, man. It has like so much health. And one of the reasons that this thing is so strong also is because of the mothership. Wait a minute. Is that for real Boss Lady? I haven't seen Boss Lady in a long time. If it is, nice to see you around. Also, guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed the live stream, make sure to leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel out. Why do we keep getting this map? It's so funny, like players really wanted this map back and I'm like, no, I'm not really excited about it because I played it so many times. I mean, you can make it look different. It's still the same map. Ugh. Bye-bye. There goes his crisis. What else do you have back there that you're camping in, guys? You have range too? Stop that guy up top. For the campers. Yeah, we killed the campers. That was their only hope. Oh, you can actually land on here. They changed it slightly on the top. Musket, musket. Oh, he teleported just when I was about to... Wait, what do we have over here? What's this? Are the lasers good on Angler? No, I wouldn't use that on Angler. So you really want to maximize your effectiveness with that bot. And because it has the blinding effect, you want close range. Because, like, why would you use an Angler with not using the blinding? You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to blind a player, you need to get within range. So you want to make sure that you use that to your advantage. Incoming! Oh my gosh, I just sat on that Miramids. I'm like a big troll here under this bridge. Whoa, I can't move, it's so chubby. Ah, that targeting kind of messed me up. Yikes! Jump! Squish! Heal! Get out of my way. Shield! Two rooks trying to kill me. Musket beacon! Jump! Squish! Kill him too. Still alive. 2 rooks. These guys must be thinking I'm cheating. No, I'm not. I just brought the chubbiest kid to the neighborhood to fight this. Yes, thank you. We just took on 2 rooks and they still couldn't kill me. Let's see if I get reported on that one. Probably, right? That Luchador is just nuts. We took on two rooks. They're lucky that we didn't have another Luchador like that, because we would have smoked those rooks. Because just think the amount of sonic damage, they wouldn't have been able to survive because we would have blown their shields off. There's no ways. We killed one and they had multiple players hitting me too, and I just sat there. Not just sat there, I took their beacon too, I think, right? I wonder if players are gonna say that the Luchador needs a nerf now. Because you know, like how players are like, always the new stuff is better and it must be nerfed to the ground, like straight away. And I'm like thinking, you haven't even seen how players will adapt yet. You just watch. We're gonna see Luchadors everywhere now. I'm not even joking. Like, I can see that squad play. If it's not happening, it'll be happening soon. I mean, I don't play in squads anymore, but I can see that happening. It's just ridiculous, that thing. I mean, you thought... Like, I get why, like, players say, like, the rook. Oh, no, not the Mender. We gotta kill the Mender. He's trying to heal his buddy up. The guy went off the edge. He went off the edge. Yes! He backed up. Man, this Mender, what the heck are you packing on that thing? He's the little Mender that could. Yo, we're gonna get this. Oh, he's still here. Oh. So did we just give both our beacons up here, or like what's going on back there? Jeez. We're gonna seriously give both our beacons up, I think, by the looks of it. I'm gonna end up dying. If we don't kill this guy here, I will lose this. He's so low. Yep, there we go. But we lost our top beacon. Guys. Thought you had this. Yep, there's a Luchador. We gotta go for another beacon. There's too many of them here. We need a... How do we lose the bridge again? Come on, come on, come on. Oh man, no! Yikes! Oh jeez, I got 26k health. Oh, come on, no. Whoa! Get out of here. He might drop in with the bot here. No, he didn't. Good. My Titan bar is charged. Well, yeah, but I didn't want to drop that in just yet. I got locked. No, dads! 3 points! Incoming! Dude, that guy dropped so fast. He's like, did I even heal? Oh, jeez. Incoming! Here's the jump. Here's the squishy. Oh. Nope. Oh, come on. Oh my. You think I'm gonna shoot you, you gotta be out of your mind. That's not gonna happen. But I will kill you now. I'm just reflecting that damage back to him. This thing is just crazy. I still have over 1.1 million health on this thing. It's like, should this even be allowed? Jeez. I'm telling you, we're gonna see a Luchador meta, I think. It's not the Rook. Players were caught up in the whole Rook thing, but there's something that makes the Luchador very unique. Not like the other, like the Rook. It has something that the Rook doesn't have. Hi, Bullet. And Luch is the best Titan in the... No, I think even with the shields right now, I don't know if you've got your build optimized, I have a feeling that the Luchador might win. I might have to dive deeper, and I don't know if you guys want me to put out another video, like my thoughts on why I think it's so strong. I don't know if I should, because, you know, like when I release that kind of video, everyone's gonna be running it, so maybe I shouldn't. Your Heimdall, oh my gosh, yeah, the Heimdall, that is in like desperate need of help. But the thing is, that thing's gone through like, is it 3 buffs? Like, we're not even talking small buffs here. I think it's like 3 buffs. It's gone through a lot of buffs. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to survive this. I already lost a weapon. More just getting this beacon here. Oh, yikes. Oh my gosh. The Reaper for those, you know what? Actually, I don't even think the Reaper is enough to kill that thing. You would need multiple Reapers. Multiple Reaper builds. But even then, I'm not actually sure. I wonder if I can get the beacon still. I put up a shield. Yeah, there we go. We have a guy going to a center here. Gotta cover this beacon. Trying to slow this one down. I couldn't slow him down enough. Man, that shield. I think he's got a nebula on that thing, right? Yeah, he does. I think that's the only one that has the absorber shield now. What is this guy? Four times Orkans. Yeah, I could run that. I'm just trying out the pulsar because I haven't really run that build. on the live server yet. Yeah, that was a good idea to fire into my shield. Man, these guys all of a sudden got real aggressive. Charge me up. Oh my gosh, that rook just got smoked. Oh. Man, I can't even see what's going on here. Maybe they can charge me up. Uh-oh. Maybe I can get the beacon? Oh, jeez. I'm getting hit by so many things. Wow. Well, you know what? At least they did get the beacon. We have that going for us. I'm kind of tempted to just drop in over here and just go for it. Incoming! I just plant it over here. Oh, hi. What are you doing? Uh-oh. That might be a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't even jump. Whoa. Yikes. Oh my gosh. I can't even move. Somehow I managed to absorb all that crazy damage. Incoming! You gotta stop him. He's going to our back beacon. Boom. The thing is, they're all dropping in on our back beacon now. We should push and get all their beacons. Do we have all of them? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Flip him. Oh, it didn't work. I was hoping I could flip him into the ocean. Well, that kind of worked. This guy will give me the beacon because he's blinding me. Yep, he's dead. I just sat on him. The Luchador is so crazy, man. That thing's nuts. If there's anything that's crazy in the game right now, that's probably... Other than the Crisis Reaper, I think this is like the next thing. I mean, you just sit there and you just keep healing. Thank you, is it Mithun, for becoming a recruit rank member. Much appreciated. Is it the same with Favnia not to shoot? Yeah, you don't want to shoot. So Ares, let's see, Ares, Favnia, and the Ophion. You don't want to do that. Hazard on the Fenrir. The harpoon weapons I would say is better. Because Fenrir is really like a tank, and with tanks, you know, usually you brawl with. You drop it on a beacon to hold the beacon down, for example. Or you just sit on a beacon to hold it down, and if you're going to do that, most of your fights are going to be close range, not really range. Okay, I'm going to run another game, guys. This is going to be the last game of the stream. Hi, Billy. Good opportunity to use the Orkans. I'm going to do a separate video on the Ultimate Ares. I only just got it on my account, or on this account, like a couple days ago. 2 days ago, I think. So I haven't really had it, you know, the time to kind of look at other builds yet. But I will be doing like separate like video on that. Wait a minute, how did... That guy's health went down really fast. Surprise. From Redeemers? It's weird. Oh, something else is hitting him, I was gonna say. I don't know if this is going to be enough to help me hold this beacon down here. We need to deal with another guy on this side. Okay, there we go. I think we should really push the right side because it's sort of open and they're all clustered around their home. So we should really take advantage of that now. Oh, I tried to steal that one. Don't worry, I got you. Oh, that guy's running the... He's running the Reaper on there. I think I saw that right. Yeah. I don't know if I would run Reaper on that thing. I think I'm going to end up dying here. Or maybe not. Yes. Wow, that Imugi is pretty tough. What the heck does he have on that thing? Well, we got a godlike. I don't know how much damage it'll do to this guy. I mean, that's decent damage. I don't think I was the only one hitting him, though. I was curious to see how much damage it would do to a rook. Uh-oh. I think I made him angry. He's looking in this direction. Wait, is he? I think he is, right? Yeah, he went for me. Well, maybe it must be doing a lot of damage because that's when players go for you. Whoa! I'm the same height as this Ming. I mean, not bad, but just saying, guys, we may want to get some beacons. Must get beacon quick. Whoa. Oh my gosh. What? Whoa, we did a lot of damage to that. What was it? A Moss? I don't even know what that guy was in. Whoa. Yeah, this, you know, this build's actually pretty strong, but I can't see myself running something like this in Champion League. It's just, I don't know, like, you know, with all the brawlers and like especially like the Luchador and stuff now, I don't know if this has enough firepower to deal with that. I'm trying not to go in a flight here, just to hold the beacon white for a bit longer. Okay, I'll do that now. I mean, it does decent damage. You guys having problem with the rook? Oh, I should have dropped in with my Luchador earlier, but I wanted to try to get some gameplay of the Harpy. The Harpy probably cost us that game though. Hi Daphne. Hi Lee. This is the downside, you know, when I'm trying to showcase a certain build. I try to stay in that build for as long as I can, but if my team's not covering beacons and stuff, then it's kind of hard to do. Or at least hard to win games. But anyways, that is going to be the last game of the live stream. I think this build can work, but I don't think I would run it in like Master or Champion League. Expert League, maybe. Yeah, it looks promising, but I would not run this in Master or Champion League. You're dealing with the, you know, the meta. You have, first of all, you have the links, which is really easy to kill this thing. Even the Nether can outmaneuver it and get to it very quickly. While it can do decent damage, if you have like a Luchador or whatever sitting on your beacon, you need your Titans. You know, like I think the Lynx is probably the best bot right now when it comes to dealing with like Titans and stuff. Is it worth saving Titan for the Minos? I think so. The thing with the Minos is you rushing in. If you get locked down, it kind of really neutralizes the strength of the Minos. I would like to try to see if I can try to find another like module combination for it. But the thing is, quite often when I try to test those things, I get locked down, and that's usually what ends the Minos. Wait, is that Boss Lady? I keep on forgetting. Names always change. But if it is, thanks for dropping by again, and glad to, happy to see that you're doing well. Which MK2 robot should you buy, the Angler or the Seraph? I think it's gonna depend on like what weapons you have for it. You know, you could have, it's kind of like the Lynx, and like if you had like the Lynx and I'm like trying to think, the Ophion, you know, you could have all the latest bots, but if the weapons aren't that great on it, then you're not going to be able to really capitalize on like the strength of that bot. Between those two, I think Angler is probably the better, even though I know it got nerfed. Meta is required to reach champs. I don't know if I quite agree with that. I think learning how to play like properly is required if you want to remain in champs. Like maybe you might reach champs, but you'll fall out of Champion League very quickly. When you start to figure out that, you know, everyone else also has leveled up stuff, but the ones that know how to play are the ones that are just steamrolling everyone. I know I keep mentioning this and players hate when I say that, but I think maybe they hate me saying that because they're starting to realize it in their games. You know, if you don't push beacons, you don't hold it down, you don't look for weak points in your enemy's defense, you don't use things like cover, for example, running out in the open, you're just going to get smoked. It really doesn't matter. Like, it's not something that... So if I gave you MK3 step, players think they're naturally going to play better, but if you're running out in the open, you're not using cover, you're just going to get smoked. What you are doing is you are providing more silver for the other guy, because the ones that actually do that, they're going to reap the benefits. You're just like a bag of silver to them. And that's just me being honest, because I see a lot of that happening. Yeah, Seraph Decay is really good. But you're also talking about a very specific build. Maybe that player doesn't have decay weapons as well, so... You're getting more damage, but are you winning? You'll figure things out, Dennis. You'll see what I mean. More damage doesn't equate to winning. You know, like if your teammates aren't getting beacons, yes, you might get more damage, but wait until the enemy gets into your spawn. Your damage will mean nothing when you get your entire hangar wiped out in like 1 minute. Not even 1 minute, could be 30 seconds actually once they're in there. Because if you have nowhere else to spawn and you have to spawn there and they're sitting there with their titans, you're going to drop in and you're finished. And it'll be bot after bot, and then your titan drops in, they'll kill that too. Nether Needle is super strong, you should try it sometime. I think I tried it, but I didn't really like it. I'll have to give it another go. We didn't have things like the Shy back then too, because I was going based on like Kestrel and stuff. The Pixar gods are not lining up. I mean, I've run on this account where everything is maxed out. I've actually been as low as, I think it was 32%. May have been my lowest, well, that I was looking at it, because I was trying to record something, and it's not like I didn't have a meta hanger, it's just that my teammates were not holding down the beacons, and every time I was scrambling, it's like me trying to get footage of like this Harpy, right? And I may start, like the first initial games, I might like actually start with it, and then I realized, you know what, this is not working. I just cannot get any footage because my teammates aren't going for beacons, or they're not holding it down, and my Harpy is just getting destroyed. So then you start to see like the other games that I actually do post, I will start with something like this. And I think also this is really important to showcase. Like, I know players want to see gameplay of the Harpy, but what's also really important is knowing when to drop that in. And if I don't show it, well, players are naturally going to drop it in because they're like, whoa, this you know, Harpy build is amazing, I saw it in a video. That's all fine and dandy, but then they drop it in as a first bot expecting to do well. Well, no, you're not going to do well, because now you're going up against the beacon runners like the Lynx and stuff. that's just going to wipe you out. And then the players are going to complain. They're like, it needs a buff. Well, maybe it doesn't need a buff. Maybe it's because of how you're playing it, when to drop it in. But you wouldn't have known that if I didn't actually show you or explain, this is not a bot that you want to drop in first. In Beacon Rush, for sure, I would not drop it in first. Domination is debatable because it depends on the map. Like if I was dropping in on, say, Yamantau map or like Canyon, then yes, if it was Domination, I could see this dropping in first. If it was on like Moon map, I would not, probably not do it. Because they're too close to my spawn. I would do it until, well, I'll do it if both of my right beacons were captured, or my team had it. Then I feel a little bit safer being in a build like this. So it's going to really depend. Never had so many potatoes in your life. Yeah, I think 32, but remember, that was when I wasn't watching, after every game. I was losing a lot, and I was like, man, what the heck is my win percentage here? And it's not like I had like a weak hanger. I mean, I was fully capable of doing well, but I like some games I was getting like 12 beacons, and I was just like running around the map trying to hold down beacons for my team, and I'm like, geez. And I would still lose. Like, I remember one game, I think I had like 15 million. I don't know how many beacons. I didn't, like, some of those games I don't ever show. Because while I did get high damage, my content's not about getting that, unless it's really focused, and that is the point of the video. If the video is about the Harpy and I got, say, 20 million, it wouldn't qualify unless that Harpy did well. And in many cases, I would actually scrap that video. It would have to be like, maybe I might save it and say, look, I broke my damage record or whatever. But if it was specifically for the Harpy and the Harpy died instantly, or there was only like 20 seconds where it was used, and then I had to ditch it, obviously I'm not going to show it. Which is the best free Titan weapon for the Minos? I just want to see like what we have here. Hold on. I haven't actually tried Cyclone. Squall's not strong enough. It's definitely not. Cinder, I haven't tested it out with Titan pilots. I would have to see. Like, I've tested it, I think, on the Heimdall. But I haven't tested it on the Minos yet. I would have to test it. Like, I'm not going to give you advice if I haven't done any testing. I just know the Squall at max level. I know it's not strong enough for me. I always recommend builds where, like, at least if you are in Champion League and you were to level it up, you stand a chance. Something that only works like subpar, that might work up until expert, I'm not going to recommend that. And I will probably say it in my video, if I ever did a video on that. Harpy and Siren. Harpy, Siren, Hawk is weak in when you get to Master or Champion League. Those bots, you don't really... I mean, you can run it in your hangar, but I would not run more than one. So, for example, if I had a Harpy in this lineup, I wouldn't run a Hawk or a Siren. Or a Scorpion, for that matter, because that is the weakest link. Like, this is the weakest link. And having two means I'm basically down two bots, and... the reason why I say that is because if a player is pushing your, or players are pushing your beacons and you need to hold that beacon down, the Harpy can't do that. You would have to stay on the ground, which means you're going to lose at Harpy. But how many players are willing to sacrifice their bot to hold the beacon down? Maybe 5-10% if we're pushing it. But most would not do that. They would go into flight. But that's the problem. When they go into flight trying to attack the enemy, they've given up that beacon. The enemy gets the beacon. They then land. They might kill the enemy and be like, yes, I got him. guess what the enemy's going to do? They're going to spawn in at that beacon, they're going to kill your Harpy. So you would have lost your Harpy anyways. So you gotta understand that. And the sooner you understand that, then the sooner, you know, you will figure things out that, you know, when you get to Champion League, it's all about brawling. You can sit back all you want and players can say that it's a meta, but in like especially high level squads, at some point you have to push a beacon. You can't all be sitting back. Thank you, Maji. Squall sucks. Yeah, but the thing is also, like, I see a lot of players selling the Squall, and I think that's a very big mistake. You don't want to do that because Pixonic has a very big hit, like a long history of buffing all this stuff. And I know players will say no, they never do that. They actually do. You'd be surprised if you go through a lot of the content, and you can actually look this up on Wiki, the Wiki site. They have a list of all the updates, the nerfs, the buffs for every single like weapon and Titan, or I should say weapon and robot. I don't know if they have done it for Titans too. I never looked, but I know weapons and robots for sure. One of the strongest builds, for example, on the links is a Glory, and remember the Glory weapon, how it was nerfed? Those weapons were nerfed so bad, and then they buffed it like 3 or 4 times. And I actually said a couple times during my live streams, it's on my radar. Because when Pixonic goes and they start buffing things, it means it's on their radar. So they would buff it once, and if they don't like the results, guess what they do? They buff it again. If no one's using it, guess what they do? They buff it again, and they keep doing it until players use it. And all weapons and robots go through this phase. So if you've got it leveled up, I would not sell it. There's no ways. Like, I would never sell that. Because the other thing too that I was kind of curious about, and the reason why I did that video, I wanted to see if the Squalls would actually bust through the Rook's physical shield. Because, I don't know, is it kinetic? It must be kinetic. Because it's like a shotgun. Which, if it's kinetic, then technically speaking, it actually does more damage to physical shields. It is. So if we're going by that logic, it should bust through the shield quick. Now, if they made let's just say, for example, they made a mistake and like, actually, that's a bug, it should be doing that. You see how that changes the dynamic? Then all of a sudden, everyone's running it. Just look at the Scaddy's reload. Yeah, but those weapons, I think they got buffed, right? They got nerfed really bad and then they buffed it. But we don't really see players using it, so you know what's going to happen next, right? They're going to start buffing it. That's another one that was on my... Actually, you know what's kind of funny is I said the Orkin was on my radar. This is a while back, and I was expecting the Orkin to get a buff. Well, we didn't get a buff. We got a brand new Orkin, the ultimate Orkin. But I said it was on my radar. That was one of the other weapons. Yeah, there's certain weapons that are like I would be looking at. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna keep an eye on it because I'm pretty sure Pixonic at some point is gonna buff it. What made my Luchador this strong? It's a combination of like the modules and also the pilot skills. I was testing a couple of skills here. I think the last time I ran this, I had stacked more damage onto it. Well, now I actually have more healing. So we have like Wonder Worker for the primary and secondary, and I also have Mechanic. And then I put Stubborn Warrior on here too. So just a couple of skills. But I don't know, if you guys want, I can do a video on this. I just kind of fear that if I do it, everyone's going to be running it. It's a very strong build. I'm not even kidding. Like, you saw that. I don't know if you watched earlier on Yamantau map. I had 2 rooks trying to kill me, and I killed one of them. The game actually ended, but I can assure you, I probably would have killed the other guy too. And that's 2 rooks attacking me at the same time. Now, I'm not sure what level their rooks were at, at. But I just sat there and they were hitting me. I would jump, I would suppress them, I would turn my reflector shield on. And then next thing I know, I have my paladin. So I use my paladin and I heal up, you know, I have the Aegis shield to absorb even more damage from them. Then recover some grade damage. He's just crazy, like how... I know players are complaining about the Rook, but I would be complaining about this thing more than the Rook. They won't buff it, they will rebrand it as the ultimate. It's possible. I'm actually surprised that they did the Pulsar though. The Pulsar's not really that old. I would like to see like if they had to do like say the Pinata, like some of the older weapons, or like Tridents, you know, like the ones from like way back. Yeah, the Bane, yeah, the toxic weapons. I find a lot of players, they want to use those weapons, and I don't know if it's because they don't want to use like flamethrowers because flamethrower is too old, but flamethrowers are actually stronger than those the toxic weapons. I think they need to buff the toxic weapons, which I never actually quite understood why they nerfed it in the first place, because I remember when it came out, that was during the Fafnir meta. So I did run it back then, and players were asking me, you know, what did I think about it? And I was like, well, you know, I'll get back to you because I need to run it like more times. There have been some games where it did okay, other games where it was, you know, it did really well. But then after playing it like in clan games and stuff, I realized how powerful the igniters were over the Venom. And I'm like, why am I wasting my time with the Venom? I know it's newer, and I just went with my gut, and I actually leveled up 4 more igniters. So I had like 8 maxed out igniters. This is on my personal account, not on this one here. And then players were kind of asking me why was I running ignite, like so many igniters on my Fafnirs? They couldn't figure it out. I was like, well, it charges up my my nuclear amp a lot faster, so that my Fafnir is supercharged quicker than the dude that's using Venom. And then I was like, man, these flamethrowers are really strong. So I started putting flamethrowers on my Revenant. Next thing I'm looking at my hang, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be paying for this because I got flamethrowers on nearly all of my builds. I think I had it on 2 Fafnirs, and I had it on, I think I even had 2 Revenants. They were all just flames. Everything was just flames because it was doing so much damage. And then the next thing I know, the Pixonic, they nerfed the the toxic weapons, and I was like scratching my head thinking, this is not even that good. Like, why did they nerf? That's so weird. The ultimate Tehran would be kind of interesting. Could you imagine ultimate Magnum? I mean, what would it do? It's not like I guess it could fire a little bit faster. Like more damage? Maybe more range? I don't know. Probably be really annoying to hear though. Because I know some players, they didn't like that sound. Popular bot? I don't know if the Ares is really a popular bot though. Because I know when the Ares was out, like all of the Pantheon, a lot of players hated because of how it was behind that, like, you know, that paywall. Very expensive to get back then. I mean, the bots are expensive now to get, you know, but it was way worse then. The shotgun Luchador performs better. The reason why I use a Sonic, I think it charges up your mothership faster, which if it does, then it's actually better for the Luchador. If you're running Paladin. Because if you're able to charge up your mothership quickly, you can activate your paladin, which gives you the Aegis shield, and then obviously the great damage healing. So while the Vajra and the Mahavajra might be able to do more damage to other titans, which is nice, if you're not recovering that health quick enough, you'll actually go down a lot quicker. So that's why I think I prefer these over, you know, the other one. Ultimate, actually that would be kind of interesting, the ultimate storm. The storm weapon's also really weird. When the storm weapon came out, I'm like, that's it. It kind of almost looked like it was unfinished, to be honest. Like I was looking at the storm. And I was like, did they forget to like finish the design of it? I mean, you know, you look at some of the other weapons and then you look at this thing. It's like, it almost feels like unfinished. You know, compared to some of the other weapons. So for example, you know, the Vortex has a really cool firing mechanic, or like the Corona weapon. The Scourge looks really cool, and then you get to the Storm and it looks like this. I don't know, I just feel like it should have been something. It should have looked different. I wasn't too impressed by it. I mean, it did amazing damage. I just wasn't impressed by the actual design of it. Hi, Clumsy. Laser or shotguns? Yeah, players use lasers. I still think I would use close range builds for the angler, because what makes the angler strong is the blinding ability. Okay, so does it even say like the range here? They really should put that stuff on. Yeah, because it don't even say. So you need to get close in order to use the blinding. Once you blind the player, you're able to do crazy damage to them because they can't really hit you unless they have quantum radar or something, you know, one of those skills, or anti-jamming support or whatever, so they can actually see stealth. If that is the strength of your bot, then you want to try to amplify that strength further. So that's why I would use the close range. If you use lasers, you're not really blinding anyone because they're not within range. So what exactly are you using the bot for then? You know what I mean? Like, you're not really, if you're not blinding them, you keeping your distance, you're just using it as a platform. You might as well just run a Leo. No? Because, I mean, you got a heavy, you got 3 light. You might as well, yeah, you might as well just run a Leo then. So you wanna decide, do you want to run a Leo or do you want to run an angler? If you run an angler, you gotta use close range. The Tilambus and the pin weapons. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think Tilambus and the pins would be kind of interesting for a ultimate. But man, they would have to really buff those. They would have to really buff those weapons. But I think it would be kind of interesting, like using that on like the ultimate Ares or something. Okay, so anyways, I think that is going to be it for the stream. So tomorrow I'm going to be releasing a video on the baby account because a lot have been asking me, did I pick up the Oxminos? So that's going to be coming up for tomorrow. I also do want to do a separate video covering the Ultimate Ares. And also you guys can let me know if you want me to go a little bit more in depth into the Luchador build, which I ran today. I mean, I could do that too. Some have been asking me. There's actually something that the Luchador has that the Rook doesn't have. And I was kind of looking at this. I was trying to figure out, why is a build so strong? There is something to it. that the others don't have, especially the Rook. And it actually makes a Luchador special, which I wouldn't be surprised if that gets changed in the future. Ultimate Leo with... Man, imagine if we had like the Ultimate Fury with like Ultimate Thunders. Now that would be fun. You just started lunch. Well, there's gonna be a live stream later on the other channel. You guys know I have another channel, right? I'm gonna like just plug that in here before I leave. Okay, who knows that I have another channel? I'm really just trying to boost up that channel because it's kind of close to 1,000 subs now, which I'm still trying to figure out how did it get to that point, because it's not like I post videos. Redeemer with anglers. Why? One of the reasons Redeemer's really good at charging up your mothership. So if it charges up really quickly, also your Titan, because I noticed when I run my Fenrir with Redeemer and Tyrants, it charges up my Titan bar pretty quickly. But I think that's the reason why a lot of like trying it out. I mean, it's not that bad. I tried it with Magnums. Gunner knows about the channel. Magi will know. Yeah, the Fortnite channel. Not many know about it though. So I'm just plugging it in. So if you want to see like more like live streaming, that's my other channel where I will stream later on. I need to finish editing my videos and stuff. It's probably going to be this evening. The Fortnite channel, the Zoopy Loop one. Yeah, some don't know about that one. That one's actually a lot of fun too. Redeemers and Havoc. That's kind of an odd build. I mean, I guess it could sort of work. But I mean, if I was going to run Havoc, I might as well put a Devastator on there. Or even a Glory Weapon might be kind of interesting. I'd have to check it out. Cooking with Adrian. No, not that one. I don't even have a channel. I don't know why everyone thinks I can cook. Like, well, I mean, I can cook, but not like... That would be like experimental cooking. Everyone makes fun of the name, but they don't understand. It is fun, right? Those live streams are fun. It's more fun when we have like most of the ones that I'm squatting with on like comms. Because it's just kind of funny, like when everyone goes into panic mode. I think that's the best part. Well, you have 0 ping. I think I've been playing Fortnite for about a year now. And it's kind of funny because when I started that channel, I said I was going to post videos, but it was just too much because I was so focused on like war robots and stuff, like the content. It takes up a lot of my time. But now I might actually have to because I'm getting closer to like the 1,000 subscriber mark. So I'm going to monetize that channel. And like if it just explodes, then I might put more focus on creating content for that. I mean, I still like doing content for War Robots, but you know, if I don't really have the support from my audience and stuff, then that time will be spent on the other channel instead. Why no one uses Ravana? I don't know. I think it's because it's an older bot and they don't like using old stuff, even if it might be very effective. Thoughts on the new Titan? I did a video on the Newton. That was like last weekend or something. I haven't gone on the test over this weekend though. Seraph is decent. I wouldn't say it's like a top meta bot, but it can definitely do a lot of damage if you aren't careful. Boiling potatoes or something? What? Oh my gosh. I wonder how a channel like that would go. Where it's like cooking with Adrian. Except he's not really that good of a cook, so it's gonna make things even more. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I can cook, but I'm not gonna make all these elaborate dishes. But maybe, like, if I did do that, and it was an experimental thing, so I show like what actually happened. Okay, so Nightbot actually was posting it in the chat. Let me just get the link, because I have a link thing for that. Oh yeah, I just put a link. Seraphs are for noobs. Well, maybe players don't have other robots. I can definitely make a Seraph work. But you have to, again, one of the things with the Seraph is it's weak once it lands. It can be very strong when it's in flight, and it can do a lot of damage. But one thing you got to be careful of now, and why I'm not sure if I would really run the Seraph, is because we're going to start seeing more of the Aphian bot. And that kind of works similar to like a Favnia. So, you know, if I saw a Seraph and they're lasering my team down, like they have their built-in weapon going off, and I'm nearby, I'm going to go into flight so that I can absorb that damage. And they're basically charging up my shield or my built-in weapon, right? So the only way they can avoid not charging is to look elsewhere. Chocolate coated prawns, what? Yeah, I don't know if I would do that. Mistakes with cooking. Wait, how? Tony says I own a honey company. No, that he's just joking. So the story behind that, there's a, I think he often buys like honey, right? I don't know why he likes honey. So there's a brand in Canada called, I think it's called Billy B or something. I think it's Billy B. And he showed me, I was like, oh, I know that brand. Like, yeah, we sometimes use that honey too. So he just, because it's like Canadian, right? So he just said, well, Adrian owns Billy B. So that's where the story comes from. Like, I don't actually own, but that is kind of funny though. And then we kind of joked about it, saying, wouldn't it be funny if one day they actually messaged asking if I could promote, like they could sponsor my channel. Hi, Epic. Why everyone hates a Seraph charging up? Well, I mean, the same goes with Mars. You know, the thing is, with the Seraph, at least if I'm charging, like if I'm going into flight and I can see that like there's a Favnia or something that wants to charge off me, I can look elsewhere. You try to do that with a Mars. You know, once you launch your turret, good luck with that, because that thing's going to keep on firing. It's not like you can just stop it, right? So I think I'd rather be in a Seraph than a Mars at that point. I think Tony was actually trying to get into Fortnite too. He has an older account he used to play a lot. Which would have been funny, because then we would have had 3 Vox players playing Fortnite. We just need one more from the clan. Then we'd have a full Vox squad, but it would be playing a different game. Sponsoring the channel, Billy B. I can only imagine the ads I would be doing. Ooh, the ultimate Hellburner would be good. Sirius, well, yeah. Sirius needs serious buffing. WR is pay to win. You know what? Most games are pay to win. I know players don't like me saying that, but I play Fortnite. Fortnite's free, but I just turn it into pay to win. Because you know what? With Fortnite, it's you can have one player who might be on an older Xbox or PlayStation, and they always lag up, and you know they don't get really high frames or whatever. They just lag up or they crash. And then you could get some guy that, you know, he has a gaming PC, he has like the best connection. Guess how he got all of that stuff? Well, he paid for it. Obviously. So in that case, even though the game is free, it is, you know, it's pay to win. It's just done in a different form. It used to be, that was in the very early stages. But that's also the reason why the company was in trouble, I think, at that point. And why Mail.ru took them over. Everyone else, I still remember, actually, this was way back in 2000 and I think it was like early 2015. Someone ran a poll on Facebook, or they asked the question, you know, how is Walking War Robots at the time, how are they even surviving? Because they're like, you can get everything for free. You don't really even have to buy VIP. And everyone's like, yeah, it's the best game ever. It's like free. It's not like pay to win and stuff. And like the one guy's like, yeah, but at some point, who is going to be paying these developers? And I was reading the comments, and some guy's like, well, I'm not going to be paying. I mean, it's free. Why should I? You know, I just play it for fun. And I'm like thinking, wow, it's like asking someone to work and then not paying them. And, you know, like at some point, they're going to have to like feed themselves and their families and stuff. Yeah, your whole life is pay to win. But I think it's more like, so the ones that are very young, they don't understand like the concept of like money, because they get it handed to them. They don't understand like the work and stuff that's required. So those are the ones that usually say pay to win. But wait until they get out into the working world where they actually have to work. Then you will understand. Micah, I'm not reading your comment because you keep spamming it. Every time I see someone spamming a comment, I don't read. I just ignore it. I just turn full on ignore. Because I know you're trying to get my attention. But that's the reason why I ignore it. But you realize new items aren't available for free players. They're not available at first, yes. Dennis, quite often players are so focused on the new, you'd be shocked. And Pixonic knows this. You know, they've done their research. They know players better than the players know themselves. The thing is, players want everything and they want it for free. That is the bottom line. If you go to like a movie, you know, you can't expect to walk in and just watch a movie at a theater for free. You're going to have to pay for it, no? And for the ones who don't have the money, they're going to try to find like a site where they can watch it for free or whatever. But they won't be able to watch it. It's the same thing. You're paying for the experience to get it. And you may not be able to see, like, you may not be able to see that movie or whatever. And even when you do see it afterwards, everyone's like forgotten about it. Because now they're raving over the next good movie. And you're like, oh man, I saved up, you know, my money so I could go watch the movie at a theater. But now my friends all want to watch like something else because this is old news. It's kind of almost the same thing. Easy to use and gives them less than 14 seconds of I don't know about them making it necessarily easy to use. A lot of the ease of, like, you know, what the robots do is based on research. I think that's why the game has gotten to this point. It's just because they've found this is what players... I know players will say this is not what they want, but when you're a business, you're actually doing your research and you can see based on numbers, and I'm pretty sure they can back it up with like their proof. Some of it I've actually seen on my own channel. So win 300 games and give them the newest robots, just like they do with Dennis. Yeah, but the problem with that kind of approach is that players will abuse it. So you know what they would do if they had like win 300 games and then you get this robot for free? You know what players would do? Being that we have so much cheaters and hackers and exploiters in this game, you know what they do? They would time drop each other, and then the one clan, well, it'll be a clan thing, and you'll start to see players do this. They'll time drop each other. The one group will let the other guy, like the other side, win, and then they would get the free robot, and then they would do the same thing so that the other side gets it. Next thing you know, the whole clan has all the robots for free. And then if you take that and then they all max it out, you see what I'm saying? So this is why Pixonic is doing things the way that they do it, because players keep exploiting the game. They keep cheating. And the more they do that, the more expensive the game becomes, because it's the only way. So a lot of it, I hate to say this, the players are also to blame. Players don't like me saying this, but I have my reasons for saying that. You know, when you exploit, that cost is going to unfortunately be passed on to the players, because it costs money to make the game, and if players are exploiting it, where's that cost? You know, it's got to be put on, it's got to be included somewhere. Which I still think, like, even though Pixonic hasn't mentioned anything, I think one of the reasons why the game is as expensive in some areas as, you know, it is, I have a feeling it has something to do with those that exploit. Because they're cheating the company out of what they could be making, and because of that, they have no other choice. You've been running into the same cheaters for so long. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I've been pushing, and I'm like thinking, man, so... And the other thing too is even some creators are like cheating now, which is even worse. The server is absolutely stuffed with Nethers and Mars. Yeah. Yeah, I know, like on my baby account, like players say like, you obviously are paying. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I literally have the stuff. Like, I could level it up if I wanted to. I just don't. I don't have the. I'm not gonna be playing more. I just don't have the. You know, like, even if I were to max out that, like, the baby account, then you know what all the naysayers are gonna say. They're gonna be like, see, you paid. They're gonna come up with like another reason or another excuse, and I'm saying excuse because it really is an excuse on why I shouldn't be able to do it according to their so-called research. Well, I'm not going according to their research. I'm just like, I'm not complaining. I just do it. John, there's always going to be a shift in meta. It's not always about the new. I think if that is your mindset, you need to change that, and you need to change it ASAP, because it will not only cost you a lot of time, but you will find yourself also being caught in the chase for meta. And if you're caught in that, your hanger will always be subpar. Yeah, some of them were caught exploiting. I think some of them were even kicked out of the creator program. But I mean, that's a start. But it's still, in my book, not good enough. All those who cheat, all those who hack, all those who exploit, Pixonic, unfortunately, I know they're gonna lose money, but they gotta ban them. They gotta kick them out of the creator program, and the ones that aren't in the creator program, they gotta ban them, just flat out. If that player has spent $10,000 or like $20,000 and they started cheating, they should just permanently ban that player, because that's why you have the terms of service, you know, the legal thing when we play. If they're breaking that that legal side of it, it gives them it gives them the right to do that. You're just gonna have to do it. It will hurt at first, but if Pixonic wants if they want to regain, you know, their reputation and stuff, they have to do it. At some point, you will have to do it. Call of Duty Mobile isn't pay to win. They still receive. Don't they have a lot of cheaters? I think it was Call of Duty that had a lot of cheaters. Players were leaving. But Dennis, you're also talking about a company that has a very big following. They were a lot bigger when they started with that than Pixonic was. You can't really do that kind of comparison. Boost and power, they can't put speed or excuses because they will get caught. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, they need a kick and boot. I mean, they won't like me saying these things, but this is my opinion. You know, like, when you let these things go, it becomes part of your brand. That means whenever I see their logo, this is what I'm going to think of. Cheaters, hackers, exploiters, expensive game, and, you know, they don't care kind of thing. They can come out with War Robots Frontiers, but no matter what you change, this is going to be my perception. This is how I'm going to see your company. And that's a very bad thing. You've got to, if you want to change it, you've got to change it with action. So yes, it might hurt initially, but your customers will respect you more if action's taken. And that's how you build, you know, you have your faithful, like, fans or whatever you want to call. Hi, Will. Dennis, I highly doubt they don't have cheaters. You'd be shocked. There will always be cheaters and hackers, always. You just don't know about them yet. Yeah, I see someone's already said they've already got cheaters with aimbot, and there's a few other cheats. Like I said, there's always going to be, and it has nothing to do with pay to win. It's just the world we live in now. It's the culture has changed amongst, like, when I say gamers, I'm not talking specifically War Robots. I'm just like in general. you will notice all the games, like even in Fortnite, the amount of players that are starting to cheat even in that game. And we're talking about Epic here. They have a very big budget. Players are still cheating, and the worst thing is they're actually even cheating now in like cash cups and stuff where money's involved in these tournaments. They're cheating. They still got no excuse. Dennis, when you play the game, you actually have to agree to the terms of service, which means if you're agreeing, then you are basically telling them that it's okay. Otherwise, you know, if it's not okay, then you shouldn't really be playing. You have a Fenrir Invader, just gonna upgrade your hanger on suggestions. Invader or Angler? Invader can actually be really strong though. Right now, Angler kind of helps with the blinding. Obviously, it's not as strong as it used to be. And it's also going to depend on your builds too. Being that you are building your hanger, I really highly recommend Ravana and Fenrir too. Ravana, Fenrir, and also Demeter is really good. Oh, that's kind of interesting, Bean. So you can put the stake weapons on the T-Falcon, and then you'll get the shield too. Thank you, Thierry. Yeah, but I don't think I would want to run the stake weapons on the T-Falcon. T-Falcon is like, you know, we're in a meta now where there's I don't want to say tanks, but you need to get your damage in quick. So you need that high damage, and one stake weapon's not enough. Even though I know you don't really have a reload, I would not really run a T-Falcon at this point. Other players, if they fix the hackers, tankers, lag. Well, the thing, you know how you mentioned lag, a lot of that could also be caused by the hackers and those that are cheating. So I know players say, well, fix the lag. No, fix the cheating is what they need to do first, because you never know, those are the ones that could be causing the lag. So you got to go to the root of the cause. They got to fix that first. Then you know, once that's out of the way, then they can go in and say, okay, now is our game really optimized as much as we think it is, or was the lag caused by those that were cheating and hacking? But the thing is, being that, you know, this is a mobile game, there's other limitations too, like what kind of device you are using too, and your connection. You'd be surprised at how often that plays a part. Should you switch out to Mugi? No, I think Mugi is good. I would go Mugi first if you have it. I'm just saying, like, if you didn't have any of the newer bots. Okay, so anyways, guys, this is like a 2-hour live stream. You guys are good at making me extend my live streams longer than it really should be. But I do need to get back to work. I need to edit that video so that you guys have some content to watch tomorrow. Before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone Smiley, Togi, Dominic, Kind, Jack, Goose, and Frederick for helping to moderate today's live stream chat. Much appreciated. If they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out as well. Also, special thanks to Ramil for gifting memberships to my viewers. Hope you guys thanked Ramil. Thank you so much, Brian, for being a member for 57 months. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rock, and thank you, Mathun, Maji, and Thierry for your donations. Much appreciated. And if any of them have YouTube channels, I know Maji and I think Ramil started a YouTube channel. Make sure to check them out as well. The podcast with Adrian. You know, I'm chatting. Maybe I should just do this as my live stream. It's less stressful. This is so, you know, like, we have I don't want to say stressful, but it's like War Robot is at the top, then Fortnite's next, and then this is like the last like level where it's just like a chill. Okay, anyways, sorry, I just got caught up in reading the chat. I think things are a little bit delayed with the chat. So if this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel or my live stream, I hope you enjoyed the live stream with the Harpy using the Labrys and the Cestus weapons, so the grenade launchers. This build's, it's decent, you know, from what I was seeing. But again, like I said, I don't think I would run this. When you get to higher expert, master, and champion, I don't think this would be a good build to kind of max out. I wouldn't run it personally just because you can't hold down beacons and you can't really push. I mean, you can push beacons, but you won't be able to hold it down. And right now we're in a meta with like a lot of links and stuff. It becomes a problem. Very easy to kill, especially with the Crisis and Reaper out there too. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. You guys can let me know what you thought of this and also the crazy luchador. Also, if you guys want me to go into like detail on why I think there's something very special about this Titan right now, let me know and I can do a video like covering it. I know I did another video where the thing was crazy. You know, players were commenting on that. But after today's live stream, that's even more reason why I think that it deserves another video. But yeah, I can always do that. Let me know in the comment section. And with that said, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. And until the next live stream, I'll catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.